I'm Chloe Wheeler, and I was a Fulbright English teaching assistant in Lugo, Galicia, Spain. In this part of Spain, the legends of bullfighting and flamenco dancing are quite foreign in contrast to the spooky Galician tales of witches who live in forests of chestnut trees and the spirits of the dead who walk the dark roads at night. Lugo, Galicia is another world entirely. In November, a group of friends and I crashed a Galician chestnut party called Omagosto. We hiked into the woods to find it and were welcomed by generous Galicians around a bonfire, dancing to the lively tune of the gaita, the Galician bagpipes, all night long. As an English teaching assistant, I taught in Lugo's Formación Profesional, or in English we would call it Vocational Training School. There, I found myself challenged and pushed to new creative teaching endeavors by the technical English coursework in the air mechanics, business, and renewable energies classes I taught. As part of my Fulbright side project this year, my marketing and sales students and I recorded and produced the first podcast about Galicia called the Pinchos Podcast. Inspired by the topics covered in my weekly conversation class, this show is designed to be an English teaching tool with bite-sized tapas bits of conversation about trilingualism and education in Galicia. One of my favorite Lugo memories was in October. One week in the middle of an air mechanics lesson, I was pulled out of class without warning and driven to the city hall. I had no idea what was happening. The director of my school ushered me through a door and into a press conference with a Norwegian startup company. They needed someone who could speak both English and Spanish to translate for them as they discussed new flight simulator technology for Lugo's air mechanics program. By the end of that week, not only had I translated for the first time for the Norwegian company, but I had also eaten Lugo's famous octopus with my coworkers, and met the president of Galicia. It was very exciting. Friends and I drove to northern Galicia to see the Praia das Catedrais, which is a beach with breathtaking vistas. We ate the most delicious meal I've ever eaten in Spain, in a tiny pueblo on the Camino de Santiago called Mondoñedo. In Galicia, I danced, I laughed, I taught, I traveled, and when it was time to leave early, I wept. Every experience in this region reminded me of where I was, in a part of Spain I'd never heard of until Fulbright placed me there, in a place rich with linguistic and culinary treasures alike, in a place with a cohort of fellow English teaching assistants who shared the same loves about Galicia as I did. At the intersection of Castellano and Gallego, of sunshine and rain, and of American and Spaniard, I found a home in Lugo. Thank you, Fulbright Spain, for this opportunity. And thank you to the people of Galicia for giving me their corner of the world for these past few months. Truly, I will never forget it.